Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. I am back with some unordinary content. I want to talk about Arlo and Seraphina real quick, man. First of all, I'm so happy with Arlo. Thank God. I was a little bit mad at Arlo a few chapters ago when he wasn't willing to help Sarah. I just didn't think it made sense for his character to just be like, nah, I'm not doing it. Like, I understand him contemplating him, but I really ultimately thought he was going to do it, which obviously he ended up doing. But it was just disappointing kind of when he was like, nah, I'm not helping you type shit to Sarah. And then obviously, when he pulled up, Sarah was like, oh, I knew you'd turn around and come with me and help me and shit like that, which is interesting. Again, I really like that. Sarah's part, it was a bit, I don't know, maybe desperation, but her trusting her sister like that seems a bit wild, especially considering the situation she immediately put them in. Um, but I suppose they don't have a choice. Now I'm kind of interested to see if Arlo will end up going with Seraphina to the next stage. Now I know there's a lot of John and Sarah shippers here, but I really don't see that shit happening no more. I think if there's any ship moving, it's probably Arlo and Seraphina. I think their chemistry, what they've gone through, how they've helped each other and helped each other both move is unique. You know what I'm saying? Arlo has had Sarah's back since she lost her power way more than John has, and has really looked out for her both emotionally and in every other way. While I think John left a gaping hole in the emotional aspect and just tried to deal with everything with fists, and then even called her a traitor and all of that shit. And really, it's looking harder and harder for John to kind of turn the shit around. I think they're still gonna be friends because obviously I think Seraphina's goal are larger and bigger than life, and she wants to really change society just by looking at things. She's like, nah, I'm not happy with how things turn out. Like, John was created by this society and the pressures of it and expectations and all these other things. And I don't want to allow that to happen. And Arlo's actions as well too. John was created by society and the pressures and his position and how society expected him to react, etc., etc. The principle still makes no sense. The principle is dumb as shit. I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but it's still dumb as shit. I thought John was gonna be different, man. How is it gonna be different when you saw this man do the exact same thing in middle school? You saw this motherfucker do the exact same thing. Like, before they put him into that, that position and that rehabilitation thing that, just made him repress his shit. Before they put him in that, he already exploded. He already showcased that he kind of crazy anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like crazy that you won't trust that same person. To lead your school to new heights when you have somebody like Seraphina, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, to be fair, Seraphina wasn't exactly an ideal candidate at the time. And yes, John seemed like a decent guy, but the fact that he was hiding his power should have probably been a red flag in the first place. And he was, Seraphina called him out on it, like, you hiding behind it, like, you hiding from your problems. That doesn't absolve you. Just be, yes, sure, we people did their actions wrong and shit like that, but watch us, we're making a change, and you holding us back. You the one preventing the same changes that you wanted, and you thought hiding your powers is gonna help this situation for anybody else. No, you were just being selfish, John. You only cared about you and afraid of yourself and your powers. You didn't give a fuck about nobody else, really, right? So that's the interesting thing about it. I'm liking the progress a little bit. We're finally moving forward. We're getting to the nooks and crannies for Amber, etc. The story is still extremely flawed. Look, it's not like a god tier thing, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy most aspects of it. So I have some positive shit to say, and I haven't had some positive shit to say for a while. That's why I haven't made a video on it. If you see my last video on it was months ago, I haven't made a video on it because I really had nothing positive to say, and I'm kind of sick of just shitting on something I like, But when things are bad, you just gotta call it out. Some fan bases take it better than other fan bases, and I know the Unordinary fan base is very cult like, and they don't really take that shit night kindly. You know what I'm saying? It still gets over 100,000 likes every chapter, which is great to see, obviously, because that means Urchan is getting paid. Which hey, her pocket filled up. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so that's really it. I just wanted to praise Arlo and Seraphina's progress here. Seraphina, just saying fuck it, I'ma just do what I can to get my powers back, no matter what it takes. Even though I feel like she trusted her sister a bit too quickly. But again, desperate times call for desperate measures, and she has bigger goals. And then I'm interested to see if Arlo will follow her or not. and how the relationship would progress, if it's gonna end up being romantic or if it's gonna end up being, you know, best friend situation. I don't know. It's super interesting because they definitely became way closer as friends when Seraphina became useless. Not useless, but like powerless. Because I think Arlo would secede to Seraphina when Seraphina was stronger, and Seraphina would utilize that in her at her for her own advantage. You know what I'm saying? And obviously Arlo would do the same to other characters and other people in the school. But it's interesting that Arlo has never used that against her. Thus far, in her worst, in her lowest position, he's never used that against her. In fact, the only time he's really willing to fight John, or willing to like, okay, I'm gonna change everything, is for Seraphina, which is great to see. I think the relationship and friendship has really grown a lot, and I'm excited to see how that develops. I'm not really excited for John's trajectory because we know how it's gonna end up, but it's just like, can we just get there type shit. But I'm very excited for everything else. I hope if John is gonna be bad, he just becomes worse and worse. I think that will create something better, maybe to have him as the final boss. But if he's gonna end up being good anyway, I think it's time to begin that transition. I think we maybe need to see more of him not ranting about the same shit 10 bazillion times. Okay, I'm ranting again. Let me leave that topic. But yeah, man, I'm enjoying Unordinary again, so I'm back at it again. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all of that gang shit, and comment your thoughts down below. Yeah, it's just a short video. I'm out.
I got friends now. You ain't know, but I got friends now.